Well, week 4 of this volleyball season is upon us. This week the team is on the road again, but a little bit closer to home, being at Bakersfield. They had 3 matches there at their Roadrunner Classic, Friday and Saturday. And this is right now the team is 5-6 on the year, and the 11 match starter here is Maggie Eppright, a sophomore libero from San Luis Obispo, and also San Luis Obispo High School. So talk about your performance this year. I know you were a starter last year for about 26 matches, and so far again you're also like a starter. Talk about your performance this year compared to last.
I think I've definitely matured a lot from last year, mentally and with my game, and I know we're all working on our consistency and we'll keep building on that throughout this preseason to lead into season. So hopefully I just keep passing more consistently and digging more each game.
I know in the past, when you get in the conference schedule, you can scout your opponents a little bit and know their tendencies, but this non-conference, you can't do that. So how do you prepare for each match?
We are grateful enough to get some film on these teams and start to learn the hitter tendencies from the previous matches of the tournament. And it's a little bit of a challenge to try and pick up on the tendencies throughout the game, and it's just making us better volleyball players having to adjust to these every match.
Being a sophomore, is it easier for you to kind of be able to remember stuff and kind of like digest it quicker than you were as a freshman?
Yeah, it's definitely still very mentally challenging, but you start getting into a rhythm about picking up on player tendencies and learning to digest what's the information been given to you, and that year of maturity actually really helps with your game and being able to perform at the level you want to.
I mean, you're also part of the team's deepest areas in the team, the back row. You have a senior back, Christina Leaves, started 2 years as a sophomore and junior, and also actually as a freshman too. And also you have a freshman, Jackie Hutchison, who's actually playing great too. How fun is it for you to come to practice here and know you'll be challenged every day by them?
We all compete like crazy throughout the entire practice, and it's fun having people push you every single day. And the Leaves, we constantly are giving each other a hard time and pushing each other to play better each time. It definitely is making us better players every day.
You've been also one of the team's top servers at the service line. I think you have 6 matches so far with aces and a couple with multiple aces too. Is there any differences this year compared to last year and how you're serving?
I think that I am starting to unleash a little more and put more pressure behind the ball the more matches we get into the season, and it's definitely calming the nerves the more and more you're getting in and building your confidence, and I think that's really helping me, but I still got to keep working on it.
Man, one of the biggest things for this team is to be preparing in the summertime for the fall and being ready to go when the camp starts there. How did you prepare for this season during the summer?
Our team came in after a few weeks of getting out of school, and we played every day, sometimes twice a day, and weightlifted and conditioned 3 times a week, and doing that helped build confidence in our game and helped me a lot with my passing, and it really gives you a lot of time that you wouldn't have to just focus on our game and connecting as a team, and is very helpful by the time you get to fall camp.
The team lost several key players on the outside who also were next to you as far as passing in the back row there. Talk about how the team has been able to maybe replace people like Corinne or Marissa and have these new faces step right in and be able to handle people.
I know many people are stepping up. I still feel comfortable next to who I'm passing and trust that Zaina will get the pass next to me, and even though she's a freshman, I still trust Jackie as much. And I think just keep building that trust that we had with players last year will let people just keep playing their game and pass at the level that we want to, and we'll just build the team chemistry.
And how fun is it for now to be a sophomore, not to carry the bags on the road trips?
Oh my God, it's so nice.
Yeah.
It's so nice just getting to leave on road trips and not have so many things to worry about. We still are helping the freshmen because we were in that position, but yeah, it's definitely making it more enjoyable.
What was the one bag that was hardest to carry, the one that was most easy to forget?
Oh, the one that was most easy to forget was the blood bag, just because it's so small.
What's the blood bag for people who don't?
The blood bag is extra jerseys and extra socks, because if you get blood on your jersey in a match, you aren't allowed to play, so it would be an easy swap, and if someone forgot a jersey. But the worst thing to do was the coolers on trips. She had to fill them up with ice and carry them to the back of the bus and take them on and off.
Talk about maybe off the court, some of your favorite classes you're taking right now.
My favorite classes that I'm taking right now, I'm really enjoying graphic design 37, because it's definitely a challenge because I'm not very computer tech savvy, and I'm going to have to learn how to use those programs for my major, interior design. So it's nice getting to work with this and having a teacher that will help me through it. And when I miss class, she's very understanding and will work with me one-on-one about it.
Any favorite projects lately?
My favorite project that I've done so far is actually in a different class. It's Art 13, and we are working through values, and we have to work with different medias and have to shape a certain picture in a different artist's form. So take artists like Chagall and have to work it through geometric artists like Moreau.
Wow, interesting. I know the team's also busy off the court doing some volunteer stuff. And talk about some of the things you're involved with or with your teammates.
Our team has recently started working with this no-kill shelter called Animal Compassion Team, and they're very accepting of their volunteers, and they're always welcoming to us, and we love working out there. And we just went through orientation with another shelter that's also no-kill, nonprofit, and it's the Animal Valley Center. And they just gave us the orientation to work with the dogs and cats, so we go in, help clean, walk the dogs, just make sure that all the animals are having a welcome, respectful home. And they actually have a walk, the Wiggle Waggle Walk, October 4th, and we don't know if we're able to participate in it because we're going to have a game that day, but we're going to encourage all the student athletes at the school and all the students here to help out with the program and volunteer as much as you can.
So I know actually that night also be marketing a special night that we actually be partnering with Wiggle Waggle Walk. So I think people who are a part of that and wear their t-shirts to the match that night get discounted admission, so that'd be fun to actually see the old people there for the walk there that night for volleyball. Now, how do you actually help out with them as far as in person? Do you actually walk the dogs or clean the different things?
We just had our orientation with Valley Animal Shelter a few days ago, but we've been working with the Animal Compassion Team for about a year now. And so we'll help clean the puppy cages, get to play with the puppies as well. And then I mostly work with the dogs, so I'll go out to the adult dogs and help train them and teach them how to sit and be calm when an owner comes that might want to adopt them. And then we'll clean those cages too, refill their waters, and then if a day's not too hot, we actually get to go walk them if we're allowed to walk them.
What's been some of your favorite puppies so far?
Oh my gosh. It's very interesting the puppies they get because a lot of them actually get dropped off at their doorstep and they have to try and figure out the breed. But they had a couple of Mastiff Labrador puppies, about 7 of them, and they were huge, but they were so cute. You just want to take the animals that we get to see home sometimes.
What about back home? What do you have pet-wise?
Back home I have a Black Lab Border Collie mix named Tug, and we have a cat, a black cat named Sassy, and we actually got them both from the shelter.
What's your special activity you like to do with Tug as far as water or other things?
With Tug, it's just fun messing with Tug and getting to play with him. I don't walk him very much. My dad walks him the most, but it's definitely weird being here away from him and not getting to see him every day.
Back to the court there, last week you were named to the all-tournament team at the St. John's Kistler Classic. I know that was fun to be there, and the team had 4 matches there. But also you had a chance to see New York City, even see the towers, and the memorial on the 9/11 day itself. Talk about some of the memories you had from being in the city.
It was definitely surreal getting to see the Freedom Tower on 9/11 and see all the people there. We didn't actually get to go into the memorial because they had it closed till 6, but we did get to see the lights in the sky, the red lights shooting up. And I got to ride Subway for the first time, and it was very cool just getting to see how different the city is and actually getting to be in Times Square and see everyone around and actually get to experience what we see so much in media.
It's very different from San Luis Obispo, right?
Yes, it's very different. It's like night and day.
Yeah. Favorite food there?
Oh, Christina Lee actually took us to her favorite food cart there, Hollow Guys, and it was chicken and lamb over rice, and it was really good. It was something I definitely am glad that we took her recommendation.
Yeah. If you went back, what would you go back to see you missed this time?
I would definitely want to see the 9/11 memorial, and I think it would be cool to see the Statue of Liberty too, which we ran out of time for.
So did the team ever get lost in the subway?
We did not, actually. We had a couple of experienced New York travelers with us, so we were able to follow people like Christina, who has a brother who lives there, so she gets to visit there.
Any unique people you see on the street there, on the subway? That you...
There was actually performers in the subway who we would have duets just break out randomly, and there were definitely some characters and a very diverse group of people every time that we entered.
That's awesome. Well, this week the team plays on Friday at noon, I think, and also at 5:30. They take on Long Beach State and Oregon State first day, then wrap up the tournament on Saturday evening against host Cal State University Bakersfield. So go Dogs.